Alright, peoples, yo! What's going on? Artificial Biohazard! What's going on? Cool K, that one, Jason! It's good to see everyone here. We're just. There's no majorly big end goal for today. It's just me chilling with you guys. I know this is a little bit later than I tend to stream, but I just had to take a nap after I got done with my shift, because if I tried to do a stream at like 12 like I normally do, I would have done it tired, and the stream wouldn't have been as fun for me. I'd rather have full energy, like I do now, especially after taking a shower. Irish Spring, your body's got to be fresh, because it's kind of distracting when you're playing a game, and it's all like, I need a shower. But this boss, hygiene is very good for a gamer. You must never forget that. But we're here, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have all my other friends. Oh, you know what? I just wanted to mess around with you guys. What time is it for me? It is currently 5:46 p.m. Since I live on the east side, that's kind of how it tends to be for me. But let me just serenade you guys with one thing. That's right, I heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally meet her other friends. That's right, I heard the story, don't really like how it ends. Gee, it's swell to finally meet her other friends. What did she say about me? What did she say? What did you do without me? What did you do? Would you play games without me? What did you play? Did you think all this time that I wouldn't find out about you? Oh, that's right, I heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally meet her other friend. Ah, this is good. To sing with you guys. And to sing to you guys. Hopefully, yeah, I don't get copyrighted, because if they do, then it's really going to be annoying on YouTube's part, and I hate when that happens. So, who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying? I am loser of the game you didn't know you were playing. Let's play another game. This time I get to win. Lives on the line. Wanna take all ready enough. Let's begin. That's right, I heard that story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally beat her other friends. Oh, that's right, I heard the story, don't really like how it ends. Gee, it's swell to finally beat her other friends. That song has been stuck in my head ever since I was at work. Man's got skills. Oh, well, thank you. I'm a better musician than I am a singer, but since my accident, I can't really play my trumpet for another week or so, got up and started to boogie down. Well, it's nice to know that you guys enjoyed it. It makes me happy. But let me go ahead and make sure the stream and everything is running properly. There's been a lot of things going on for today, like Warframe had another dev stream, we got another preview of Grendel and what his particular skills are. Oh boy, there's just so much to take in. And let's make sure we're good. We are! Alrighty! Okay. Play Barry so it's like that, like that song but 4 octaves down. Nice! So, the thing that's going on with Borderlands is a lot of things have been happening with Borderlands, actually. Like, so many hot fixes that have been nerfing so much, and yet they're slightly improving skills, but heavily nerfing weapons. I mean, I thought the point of playing as a Vault Hunter was you're supposed to be like this super awesome Vault Hunter that's doing all this cool stuff, yet Gearbox keeps nerfing a lot of the stuff that makes you OP. I thought the point of you becoming a Vault Hunter was so that you could be OP in the end. Never mind the glare, because it's starting to get around the time where it would normally be sunset. But that's why the glare is there on my phone outside. You're supposed to be OP. That's the point. That's the point! You're supposed to be OP. If I want to use a pipe bomb grenade that is capable of offing bosses ridiculously fast, I should be able to do that. If I have characters that are OP in certain stats, like Moe's and her infinite grenades build, like that's no longer a thing anymore. Why? Because they wanted to balance a game that is not PvP centric. I feel like games that let you play co-op with people and it's not like versus should not be nerfing characters to create balance. Balance should be for games that are, you know, if you're playing like a competitive game, like say Overwatch or Fortnite or whatever, and certain weapons are doing more damage, causing you to be overpowered against players, then that should be fixed. But when it comes to single games where you can play by yourself or alongside people versus enemies, and it's also a game where it has multiple levels, including like the mayhem mode for this, I feel like their stat bonuses, while they may have taken some inspiration from Diablo, I think they still went about it the wrong way. As much as I love this game, and I do, I feel like their whole mayhem option just went wrong, because if your stats are randomized, hold on. Sorry, I couldn't really hear the game in my ears. I forget that it automatically switches into my headset for game audio. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing anything, but if a game has the ability, let's go over here and look at let's actually look at this. So let's put it on the max mayhem mode and let's see the stat increases. So you see the loot quality is nice, the experience increase is nice, the iridium, enemy health, and enemy shields, yeah, I can understand these increases. But when you have all of these stats, these potential mayhem mods that favor enemies more than they do you, I feel like you missed something. Because the thing is, whenever I boot up like a mayhem mode for a certain map, like if I have Mayhem 3, which I'm capable of surviving on, but there's more stats that favor enemies than me more than anything, like no matter what I roll, I can get like, where is it? There's a stat here that makes you do less damage with guns. And then I get another one that tells me that I do more damage with guns. So it's pretty much, I get a bonus and a nerf at the same time, so I literally get no increase at all. So, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yeah, I'm right smack dab in the middle. But I feel Gearbox may have missed the point of including this mayhem mode when, I mean, the only reason why I play on mayhem mode.
Praise your name, protect my home.
I haven't been out of this armor in a month. This breathes less about keeping bullets out than the stink in.
You should probably wash that armor. But I feel like Gearbox may have missed the point of becoming an OP Vault Hunter. I mean, they never patched out the fact that Zero could pretty much one-shot a lot of bosses with his bore skill. Because, you know, you're OP. You're Zero. We want you to be an OP character. That's pretty much the point of the game. They even have a DLC where it makes you literally OP. They literally have stats called OP levels. So I feel for this game overall, they took a slight step backwards in terms of character freedom. Because they're nerfing so much, so now items that we used to have before that worked really well for us, we now have to redo them all over again and refarm them because now they don't do as much damage, so now we got to change up our builds. And I understand, you know, keeping things mixed, but at the same time, don't do it in a way that makes it like, wow, they just nerfed something else. What are they improving? They improved how long you have to wait for your grenades to come back after you use a skill. Wait, what? That doesn't sound like an improvement. So I feel like they kind of nixed that. But let me read through everything that you guys have said. Christopher Pavir, I did not say hi to you when you came in. My apologies. Welcome. Also, welcome, Wolf Boy. How's it going? Let me see. It should only change higher difficulty. You're supposed to be OP. That's the point. Instead of nerfing, maybe create stronger bosses with more health. That makes sense. That way we can still be OP, but the bosses are the challenge. Like, I'm not trying to spend 15 minutes fighting an anointed Tink, which I did before. And then they had that whole increased rare spawns where pretty much every other enemy that spawned for me, and this was last week, pretty much every other enemy that spawned for me was an anointed enemy. So I literally had like a small, like, bandit area that had like 5 different anointed enemies come at me at once. And this is on Mayhem 3, and I kept dying multiple times, and I'm thinking, I feel like as a max level character, I should be doing a lot more than just barely surviving. That's just my thoughts on it. But we got malevolent practice. Troy's flexing his new powers and experimenting on live subjects, including Hammerlock's old prison gang. Hope they're okay. So I've actually been playing this game off camera, so some side missions are pretty much finished. I just wanted to, you know, chill and play through this, because before I play other characters or get really heavy into playing characters like Moze and what have you, I want to complete all the side missions for Amara, so that way I don't miss anything when I'm playing as either Moze, Flak, or Zane whenever I play as them. So I can just play them at my leisure without worrying about, you know, missing out on anything. But we need to go to Eden 6 and go to the Anvil. Actually, do I have this on Mayhem 3? Do I? Do I really? But that's just my opinion on, you know, them hot fixing the game. Cool, okay. Bethesda is guilty of making being OP impossible. In Oblivion, the enemies level with you to the point of having bandits and AAA armor. So here's the thing, I never finished Oblivion. I got to a certain point, and then I just stopped playing because I got turned into a vampire, and for some odd reason, I decided to save outside of a house when the sun was coming up, and my health was ridiculously low, and I didn't have any health, and I was very far in the game, and every time I died, I would literally spawn with that little point of health, so my character was in an endless loop of constantly dying from burning to death. So, that's what happened to me. Afterwards, I didn't play, afterwards I kind of stopped playing Oblivion for a while. And I got hiccups. Breathe in. And hiccups are gone. You ever want to get rid of your hiccups fast? That's how you do it. You ain't got to drink water. You just need to breathe in slowly. Not too fast. And then breathe out slowly. Should take only like 1 or 2 breaths and they should be gone after that. It's funny because I learned that from a Dr. Seuss kids show when I was a kid. And I remember that all these years. I don't know why. I just have. I don't know why I keep looking over at my screen to look at chat when it's right there in front of me on my screen. Call it a habit.
My gang mates got me through some dark times indeed. The last time I saw
People are sending me messages.
I was dragged away for my interrogation, but I remain hopeful that they escaped.
And one of the games I was thinking about playing today was actually Red Dead Redemption 2 and, you know, try my hand at playing online. And, you know, try out being an actual bounty hunter. I mean, I made my dude be as close to Django as I could, so that's kind of one of the things I wanted to do.
I'm ready for a fight.
That's Jensen's. Oh dear.
So much power.
My captive bud, gonna try a little experiment on you on a scale of bad to kill me. How's this feel? Oh man, splash zone! Watch out! This iridium stuff is the toots! Oh, on to the next heretic. Troy Calypso was experimenting on his prisoners. My dear friend was his victim.
I don't need to be concerned. Red Dead
must
Red
find the
Dead
others.
Redemption.
More bullets!
Might as well call that Red Dead Redemption. I'm absorbing your bullets. Well, what up? Let's. Yo, CJ, what's going on, man? I just had to get myself some sleep today. That's why the stream is up a little later than it normally is. I'll probably have another stream up tomorrow since I'm off until Monday, so I got today, tomorrow, and Sunday to spend time with you, my fellow friends. But it's good to see you all. Gerald Tumble, yo, what's going on? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. And if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. But if you're new here, welcome nonetheless. Alright, so who do we got? I know you're hiding up there. Hope to see Zombieland 2 over the weekend. Oh, right, I forgot that movie's out. That and Maleficent Mistress of Evil. So to all parties involved, I don't know why I keep looking at my computer to make sure the stream is okay when it's right here in front of me, but as long as it's fine over there, then I'm good. But to all parties involved, there's no real, I wouldn't say no real goal today, just clearing some side missions, and we're just chilling. We're just chilling and chatting. I like interacting with my audience. It's how this channel's gotten as high as it has. So thank you guys for supporting this channel just by tuning in or whatever. It doesn't matter how. And I'm on fire. Hello! Up there! That's for you! Oh yes, those grenades are awesome! You have a date to pay. You be captain of the Black Powder for 13 years. That was our agreement. Technically, I was only captain for 2 years, and then I was viciously mutinied for. Then you were a poor captain, but a captain nonetheless. Did you see that exorcist looking head turn right there? Look at the neck! Look at the neck! Look at the neck!
This time!
Had your first disagreement with Sophie? Yo, Jacob, what's going on? Secondly, but it was 100% my fault. As long as you admit that, you are good. Y'all are creepy. Are there any comic shops near me? Yes, there are actually. There's one near the Best Buy where I tend to go to. They built it like last year. And that's actually where I got my Thanos glove from. They had it there and they was gonna sell it on eBay for. Why is a shield still up on this guy? I got the glove. What the? I didn't even want to know the story. If it's too personal, then don't put it out there, man. You know me. I don't mind talking, but if it's personal business, then I don't want to get all up in your business. That's not how I do.
No, please! I don't want to explode! Oh, shut up! You're not gonna explode! Probably, no promises. I'm getting better at this, really. Besides, if you didn't want to be horribly experimented on, you should have joined the family. Honestly, this is on you, man. Mercuvio. Gone. He taught me how to cheat at dice. But I wouldn't give to feed Troy Calypso to Corillax the Invincible. And Corillax owes me one. Keep searching for the others.
You should check out either Invincible or House of and Powers of X. I really do need to check that out because from what I've been hearing, they've been revamping how the X-Men are. And from what I'm hearing, the X-Men in the Marvel comics have become quite literally a powerhouse. Establishing their own nation. Charles Xavier letting everyone know, like, you had your chance. We gave you opportunity. He's gone from, like, the pacifist that says we must be better. We must not do things that would make it worse for mutant kind to you had your chance. Don't cross us. And we won't cross you. that is how this agreement goes, and there's no negotiating. And I'm like, wow, when did Xavier turn into Magneto? And then it turns out that Magneto was right this entire time. He hasn't been the bad guy, he's been the anti-hero. But E1 bet you couldn't get a girl snap. You did get it at the cost of Sophie getting annoyed. Yee! Hold on, let me raise my chair up. Because I feel like I'm shorter than I need to be. Better! Oh, I forgot. This is an Iridium week, so standard enemies will occasionally drop Iridium. Not all of them, because I guess that would be too OP. Alright, someone was throwing hands. And you know what? I don't really need to have this elemental build on. I could just straight up punch people again, but then again...
Murder time! I'm not alone!
This body is not mine!
But yeah, that whole getting another girl snap, yeah, you're right, it's 100% your fault. Have you heard about the girl who says she can see carbon dioxide and we need to fix it? I got nothing to say to that. That is aneurysm-inducing thought processing. I can see carbon dioxide and we need to fix it. No, you can't. You're possibly looking at smog, or maybe smoke, but you can't see carbon dioxide. Not gonna lie, Americans over there be wildin'. As a fellow American, I can completely agree with you. Half of the stupid stuff that happens in America is 100% our fault. You want to know how bad it is? Literally just type up Florida Man, and you will literally have no end of ridiculous things to see come from America. That's all you gotta do, just type up Florida Man. You know what's even odder? Is the fact that you can type up Florida Man and then your birth date, and it may possibly have a story about something that happened in Florida on your birthday. I had something happen to me on my birthday, but I'm not gonna talk about it because it's very explicit. Just watched a random guy screaming that he has tiny... This... Wait, what? Okay. Okay. That... Wow. People just... Yeah, I gotta agree with Jacob. People be wildin' over here in the Americas. One girl that's been making appearances at various UN and other international meetings. She's not the same person that said that SpongeBob was racist and a colonizer. You know, stealing land from the people of Bikini Bottom. You know, the barren land of Bikini Bottom, where there is literally nothing but open space. It is her? Are you kidding? Please tell me you're joking. I was joking! Please tell me this same chick talking about how carbon dioxide is in the air and she can see it is not the same person that's saying that SpongeBob is a colonizer and he's, you know, stealing land from the people, from the natives of Bikini Bottom. No, yeah, someone apparently, a professor at the University of Washington, she compares SpongeBob to Christopher Columbus. Sorry, I had to scream there. I didn't want to blow your ears off. There's face palming because of stupidity, and then there's just yelling out of complete amazement of just how stupid people are. The world is losing its rocker these days. You ain't kidding. But yeah, this professor from the University of Washington is trying to cancel SpongeBob and trying to dissuade people from watching SpongeBob and trying to give people a negative view on SpongeBob, that he's racist and a colonizer for stealing the land of Bikini Bottom from the natives of Bikini Bottom. You know, the burger flipping, bubble blowing, no driver's license having, below bare minimum wage earning sea sponge that lives in a pineapple and has been for over 10 years now, is stealing land from the people of Bikini Bottom. Dude doesn't even live in the main city. He lives outside on the outskirts. You want to know how far outskirts? He literally lives in the sticks. There is nothing out there except for Squidward's house and Patrick's house. There is nothing else out there. SpongeBob lives in the sticks and he's stealing land? Such utter foolishness, madness, and, well, buggery, to keep it somewhat PG. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm sorry, were you doing something? I'm literally just chilling, so I'm not even giving these guys my full attention. It's like, I'm pretty much Saitama at this point. If I kept my melee build on, then I probably would be Saitama right now. And I pretty much just glossed over the... No, I'm still going good. I'm still going good. Friends in sixth form are friends in sixth form are friends, because all we done was watch SpongeBob in primary. Best episode, easily find Dutchman first appearance. Is that the one where... Wait, is that the one where SpongeBob, you know, shaves his sponge all off and all he has is his eyes and his brain sticking out and he ends up scaring the Flying Dutchman? It's been a while since I've seen SpongeBob a little bit, so 100% won't restart Borderlands. It's just too much work. Hey, Jacob, I completely agree. Eyes and brain. Okay, so my knowledge of SpongeBob is still there. And, yep, I didn't go all the... Yep, I pretty much just bypassed this whole area. I was supposed to go up there. I just bypassed it completely just talking to you guys. To be honest, if you twist things in SpongeBob, you could easily turn it into Nightmare Fuel, no lie. Oh yeah, have you ever heard that that song where SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs, Luke's farmer suit is in Battlefront now? Wait, what? Luke's farm boy outfit? You know, when he's going to the Tashi station to get some power converters.
That fiend was playing dead. Defend yourself.
I'm sorry. Porcus de-ace you or not.
Truly, all is permitted.
Thank you. I may have to boot up Star Wars sometime this week. Before the week is over, of course. Mode right now, SpongeBob is too sort of unnerving how their faces are constantly contorting. You know something? I find it weird how closer to Ren and Stimpy SpongeBob has started to become. Like the Splinter episode, then the inking episode, and pretty much any gross out episodes of SpongeBob in the later seasons. It feels so reminiscent of Ren and Stimpy for some odd reason. I don't know why. Why gross out humor is becoming so relevant. Like, not every show needs gross out humor. He's like a pulseless sea. Yeah, his only focus was trying to kill me, and he failed that focus. That's why he's crystalled up like that. But yeah, it's weird. Also, rumors of a Transformers Battle Royale where you can create a character or use existing one. I read it on Reddit, so it might not be true. We need another Transformers game, to be honest. We need one.
That's Dean's voice. At least find his remains, Vault Hunter. That is the least he deserves.
We really do need another Transformers game, though. The last two great Transformers game was War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. They got the characters right, they got the transformations right, they made it seamless, they made it fun, and High Moon Studios got taken over by, what, EA, I think? I'm pretty sure EA pretty much downsized that entire company for whatever reason. I wouldn't get my hopes up, it's rumors. Yeah, but one can be hopeful, though. Oh! Speaking of stuff that's been happening recently, I don't know if any of you follow me on Twitter, but recently there has been scans shown that we are getting Basil Hawkins. It looks like we're getting Basil Hawkins as a playable character in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And if you notice at the bottom right corner of the page that the scan is on, it also shows Time Skip Blackbeard, though it does have Jesus Burgess in his Dressrosa outfit for some odd reason. But on top of Basil Hawkins and Time Skip Blackbeard, we also see Kaido in the scan as well. So we could potentially get a playable Kaido in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4? I don't know, but I'm hopeful. They should make a Transformers game that is free roam and spans from Cybertron's origins to Megatron causing doomsday on Earth. That would be so good. A free roaming Transformers game. Can you... I mean, here's the thing. There's flying around...
Help! Help!
Dean, he's alive! Vault Hunter, you must free him!
Hold on. But there's a difference between just flying a plane in a game and then flying a plane that you know can turn into a robot. There's just something exhilarating about it. It's like flying with a superhero in a video game. It's just, you get that sense of freedom as you fly off into the distance. A free roaming Transformers game would be legitimately awesome. Now, here's the thing. Would it be good with create your own character, or should it just stick to the tried and true characters that we know? And I mean, we got tons to choose from with literally endless supplies of different forms that any one of them can turn into, from planes, jets, helicopters, anything land, air, or sea based, we basically could be that. Sorry to change the subject, but your teacher and the class are up to date on coursework, so he put El Camino on, being as most class watched Breaking Bad, and we had to do effects in it and camera angles. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. We had to do about plot and if it could be improved and stuff like that. Now that's how a teacher keeps up a workload varied. That's cool. That's actually really cool.
Calm yourself. Dean, yes? Hammerlock sent me.
Hammerlock. Yeah, I knew a Hammerlock. Talked funny.
Like Optimus Prime gets betrayed by an Autobot who he entrusts the Allspark to, causing the final war deciding Earth's fate. That would still, it'd be cool. Anointed Alpha. There's only one Alpha! It was lit, as these hip kids say nowadays.
Come on, Pisshead! Show me what you got!
I'm point blank and you're not exactly hitting me. Wow, he actually looks like Mr. X. Hold on. His laser isn't hitting me. Also, I got the jackhammer gun that speaks like Handsome Jack.
You did it. You killed that thing.
Hey, what do you think we want to hyper ego drudgery? Get me out of here! I'll give you... I don't know. Wallet on me. Alright, you know what? Let's just stick with the gun for now. We'll put a pin in that.
people really love hating on 13. I thought it was okay. I mean, I got all the games. I got 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns, all of which I have never finished, and I probably need to boot up only at some point. Pre-ordered Planet Side earlier, only to find out it's free on Game Pass. That sucks. Senator Armstrong plus Absorbing Man. That's pretty much what he was, a little bit. And we got some anointed gear. Open the jail cells. We're just doing side missions and chilling today. I really have no end time here. I took a nap. I'm fully awake. Remember the Titans. We are the Titans. We are the Titans. Mighty, mighty Titans. Mighty, mighty Titans.
If you ever see that Troy dude, blow his damn brains out, yeah? Yeah.
Thank goodness Dean survived. Now we can continue our crochet and shank making lessons. Remarkably similar skill sets, you know.
Alright, at this point, I'm still playing on normal mode. I have yet to progress farther in, you know, true Vault Hunter mode, because I kind of just want to get all these missions over with. Enhanced V system, I don't need this. It's funny how there's more legendaries in the game than actual inventory space and bank space. So even if you could get all the legendaries, you essentially couldn't have a way of having all of them on you at one time. It's kind of backwards how that is. You got more legendaries than you do space. And it's level 24. It's weak, therefore it shall be gone very soon. You enjoyed 13, new mechanics, good story, and great epic battles with legendary monsters versus Idea Absorbing Man versus Metamorpho. Absorbing Man versus Metamorpho. Metamorpho's the dude that has like the technicolored limbs, like he's like one texture on one arm, one texture on another, one on the legs, one on the other leg, and one on the head. I'm remembering from a Justice League episode. Calm down, Jack. Seriously, Jack is in this gun. He's speaking in this gun. So Jack is still alive. In a gun sense. He just occasionally speaks whenever he wants to. Just trying to get him to speak. He probably still jacked into Reese's eyeball. Possibly. Alright. Is there another mission here? There's a Typhon Lock and pretty much a lot of this area that we have not explored. So, might as well explore this whole area. Plus, we still got that Crimson Radio Tower that we need to take out. So, let's make this our next waypoint. I mean, there's a lot of the maps that I haven't really explored. Work with members of staff at school, and I wait on the playground to prevent fights and to keep the not-so-popular kids occupied. And this kid spoke to me was new Fortnite. Not gonna lie, he was happy about it. Kid spoke to you was new Fortnite. Sorry, I'm trying to piece that one together.
I present before you're dead.
He knew about Fortnite, or was he just did he just started talking about Fortnite? He was gassed up. He was excited about getting his first win on Fortnite. did I hit that guy? If I was aiming at another.
Barely worth just the
Got some iridium over here. Thank you! And pretty much over here we never explored.
Yeah, we've all heard that.
I am the chosen!
Let's put it to the test.
Family's gonna rip you apart!
Challenge your best shot.
What family? They are dead. Are you hitting me? How? Oh wait, I forgot. Killing with a critical hit causes them to explode, so the explosion is kill the other person. I forgot about that. Some of those hunts and legendary modes were tough and cheap at times. Getting a win on Fortnite is an achievement considering how many people play professionally on there. Okay, my personal opinion, but Borderlands 3 died really early. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a great game, but I feel like with what they're doing with the game, they're focusing too much on nerfing the game, and that's actually putting people off from playing it because it makes it less enjoyable to be OP, and it's more like a chore, and no one likes dealing with chores. That's why people don't like... That's the reason why people will stop playing the game if it starts feeling like a chore more than like an actual game. Get off of that building! No one gave you permission! So I feel like, yeah, you're right, the game kind of started to taper off very, very, very quickly. A lot sooner than it should. So here's hoping that the DLC will kind of remedy that and actually bring people back, and it'll actually make it so that the game is a lot more enjoyable. They need to fix the game saves. I read it happened to quite a few people as well as you. Still, man, I'm sorry that all the progress that you went through is gone. Is Vaughn still trying to court that one human version of the Tasmanian Devil? I have no idea. It didn't really go anywhere, and it didn't... What was she doing? What were you doing to your gun? But yeah, there's just so many games out right now that are grabbing people's attention that Borderlands isn't keeping people's attention as much as Gearbox would probably want. That's just my honest opinion.
Blessed are the men, for they are the true children of all, the twin gods, the first and the first.
I'm sorry? How did you knock me all the way from up there and I wasn't even near an edge? Found out something crazy today. There are esports teams for Phantom Forces on Roblox, and they earn 40 to 100k, which is crazy. The fact that people probably wouldn't trust such individual near my nethers. I wouldn't trust anyone like her near that spot either. But yeah, Fortnite is one thing to earn a lot of money, but seeing that there's esports for Roblox?
Taking that COV filth off the radio is
That's something. I never played
now we can
Roblox.
replace it with my kind of filth.
I think your kind of film might get banned on the EchoNet there, Moxie. Alright, what area have we not explored? We got this on the Blood Path. So, we're going to explore over here, see what this zone is, and then see what all of this is, then see what all of that is, and we got another tower over here. We'll get that. And we got another Typhon log that I never figured out how to get when I was playing through this the first time. So, we'll work on that. You need a new Netflix show. I haven't watched Netflix in what seems like forever. Mainly it's because I'm playing games all the time. Recommendations? I might not be the person. Did anyone see the last death battle, Ganondorf versus Castlevania Dracula? If no one has, I have, thankfully, so I don't need to worry about getting spot.
You're fine. Just make with the killing soon, huh?
Wow, if you don't kill something with the jackhammer gun, he'll actually say stuff like, you're not killing stuff. We could be killing stuff. You was salty over it? It's rigged? How so? As pop... I don't want to spoil, just in case no one's seen it already. Those watching in chat, that is. Other than Jacob, it seems.
Get ready to dump, dum-dum.
Wanting you to know who to win, but... Yeah, I watched it, and I was not surprised by the outcome. I kind of expected that. Is there iridium in there? Give me that iridium!
I've got something for that.
Nothing of no consequence. Also, I looked into that whole thing about that one Empress chick, or whatever her name is in Star Wars, and how they're saying that she was the real brains behind the whole Empire thing. Apparently, it's a comic that was made, and they're trying to pass it off like everything that Palpatine has done was irrelevant, because he was a bumbling idiot. And it just shows you just how... Just shows you how... Literally anyone can write anything in a comic, and it gets treated as canon. Was it canon? They're treating it that way, but considering Disney doesn't consider anything... Actually, you know what? Let me look her up. Her name is... Patina Moore. Patina Mars Moore. Oh, Patina Marmas Vor, actually. Page needs citation, canon articles, image lists. They don't have a separation for her in terms of whether it's legend or whether it's canon or not. It's just a full-on article. But the good thing about her character is... she gets killed by Vader. So, it's irrelevant. Her name is... touchy. Wikipedia? Yep, that's exactly where I'm looking it up. That's where I go for all of my Star Wars knowledge. Let me see here. Let's see. The betrayal. In order to explain to Afra why she wanted to assassinate Palpatine, Vor recounted her early life and her eventual ascension to minister and chair of the CFP. She also detailed how the Emperor was too unlovable to be in charge and mentioned how she had allies ready to support her. Afra and Clam doubted an assassination attempt would be successful, knowing that Palpatine could sense people's intentions before they could act. Vor knew that the Emperor likely knew of some assassination attempt and explained how she had based her plan around a chain of consequences she could predict instead to outwit Palpatine. You can't outwit Palpatine. Dude is literally the orchestrator of the entire war. Of both sides. He played everyone. And even the Jedi. So no, you're not outwitting this dude. She explained how she had come to discover Afra and decided to use the girl as in her chain of consequences, referencing how she used Afra's predictable choices to control the events. Trying to outwit Palpatine, it's like trying to cut through a rock with a butter knife. Trying to cut through an obsidian rock with a butter knife. Vora also revealed the involvement of the Alliance in her chain of consequences in that they had rigged the Far Killer to be a bomb, explaining that because Palpatine knew nothing of their involvement, he would fall right into the trap of inspecting it. After finishing, Vor assumed Afra was skulking about being used. To Vor's surprise, Afra deduced that the Far Killer would actually act as a bomb, but would instead have some sort of ion pulse or stun bomb to knock out Palpatine and his people, as well as disabling communications and defenses. She also deduced that an unstable synthetic lightsaber crystal would be used as a trigger, as only a Force sensitive could set the trap off. Afra decided to infer the rest of Vor's plan herself, detailing how the Alliance fleet would arrive to liberate Palpatine's Imperial Palace, only for Vor's allies to be waiting to defeat them. With Palpatine dead in this scenario, Afra predicted Vor would promote herself forward as the prime candidate for succession, thus seizing power for herself. Vor asked how Afra had uncovered the remainder of her plan so quickly, to which Afra explained that there was too much that did not add up, like how one of the rebels let her escape. Jack, I'm trying to read here. Stop, Jack! Afra explained that there was too much that didn't add up, like how one of the rebels let her escape with the Far Killer so easily, and so Afra had decided to let herself get used so that it did not happen to someone else. Afra then began to list her own predictions. She detailed how Palpatine was being taken to safety while Vor's allies were being rounded. She also predicted that the shuttle carrying the Far Killer bomb would be shot down for safe measures and the Alliance would not be showing up because they knew they were being played. That was then Afra revealed that Vor was being recorded and that the galaxy was watching. Realizing she had been exposed to the public, Vor asked Afra why she had done this. Afra revealed that her mother had been killed by raiders that Vor had ordered to attack the settlers on Abraflux to have them beg for Imperial protection. Vor was surprised that Afra had exposed her for revenge, and Afra joked that she had not predicted that. As this happened, stormtroopers and Imperial officers entered the room, followed by Darth Vader, who then beheaded Vor. Thus ends the lady who pretty much never made it to be the Empress of the Empire. Ha! She got had bad. And I might end up turning off the camera because it's getting really dark and it's, well, I'm kind of dark, so it's going to be hard to see me. So, boy, are they really reaching with that. Are there any characters? Bro at school, the 2-year 9s was going to go at it, and a threat to another scared me. Obviously, you got a meeting with the school. Can I say what he said? It's pretty grim. Go ahead.
Hey, where are we going after this? I don't know about you, but I could murder some sushi right now.
Yeah, this gun really has a mind of its own. Let's actually pick up this mission in here. Let me in! I demand to come in. Who in here?
Holder! Yes, buddy, we're on the blood path now. Holder? Holder, where are you, Holder?
Ramsden? Who you?
You gotta help me!
A totally harmless guy. Lies. I sense lies already. Ramsden, named Ramsden, needs you to free his best buddy Holder from a brutal bandit gang called the Shanks. Threaten to stab him with a Play-Doh knife and let him bleed out so cannibals catch his scent and gets eaten like a deprived lion finding prey. That is very descriptive. That is far too descriptive for it to be an idle intimidation. Because you have to actually think that out. How would Soul Edge or Soul Calibur look like or be in this Borderlands world? It'd just have Comic Sans lines on it. It stuck with me for a while. Yeah, that's far too
James
descriptive.
Ramsden, first knuckle of the Fingerbite gang. My right-hand man, Holder, well, the Shanks have him now. There's a key around here somewhere. The key to Shankland, to Holder.
Alright, so we actually have to progress through here. That's good.
You know, I heard a guy who says he hates your favorite band. I mean, you just gotta take that, the nerve! Or you wanna go shove me into his chest and pull the trigger until he's two, do you? That could be fun.
It was over a free kick and football. People can be so petty over this. Most ridiculous of things. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. I'm glad the ragdoll effects are still going strong. That reminds me, I need to get the rest of the targets for Zero as well. I gotta find all the monsters that Hammerlock wants me to find, and I gotta take down all the targets that Zero has for me. But seriously, that threat was over a free kick in football? How sad. Whoever did this was
dead bodies, man. What's going on?
Lousy Shanks. They stole Holder from me.
Did that Ramsden guy do this?
Now where did I put that key?
Something's gonna happen when we get to the last one, isn't it?
This is great. We make it great. That's great. But it's really great.
Yeah, I like this gun. I like hearing Handsome Jack occasionally talk to me. Aside from threatening to kill me just when I don't kill things.
Keep searching. The key's somewhere.
My liar sense are going off crazy hard right now. Keep searching. The key is somewhere. There's such thing as sounding innocent and then sounding too innocent that you're suspicious. You can't make yourself sound so innocent that it's like, okay, you're sounding too innocent. What's the real deal going on here? I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I mean, we are far stronger than anything. It's sad that the only way you can actually feel truly OP in this game is if you don't play Mayhem mode and you are max level and you're playing normal. It's kind of backwards, I think. I shouldn't have to play on an easier mode or a slightly easier mode in order to feel OP. That should be across all boards. But hopefully they'll increase the level cap and make it so that we can actually be OP. Be nice. Ooh, Iridium! I know for a fact I could be getting more if I was actually...
Freaking action around here.
Shanker, no shanking! Shanker, no shanking! Shanker, no shanking! My gun, my finger is on the trigger.
You know I can just self-destruct and kill us
Blood is life, you know?
Yeah, senses are going off right now. Something's not right.
Ah, this limp, damn Shanks. But you're strong. You clear the way, yeah? Go to the gate. Find Holder. Me and Holder, we were partners, best buddies. Then the Shanks took him. Second biggest gang in this joint. Once a Shank, die a Shank. That's what they say. We'll make it happen.
I don't know. I feel like something's going on here, or my name isn't Lattimore. And it isn't. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my eyes are squint in disbelief and doubt. All I see on the other side.
We're the good guys.
Hold'em, he's in this game too? No! He is not. Hold'em's not in this game. Holder is in this game.
Find Holder's cell. It's gotta be close. We're on a blood path now.
But I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a perpetual Batman glare going on right now. All I see is just press X to doubt in the left corner of the screen right now. Okay, it's definitely getting far too dark for me to have my camera on. Okay. Hold on, let me fix that. So it could just show. How did they change? How is my... Okay, that's not what I thought my symbol is supposed to be my YouTube logo. Why does it have the red hood in there? I'm gonna have to fix that later. I'll fix that later. Alright, here we go. Now, let me just move myself back to my usual position. Let me put my camera back on top of my TV.
Yeah, I don't care who started this. I'm gonna end it.
Ah, boy. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's continue where we left off.
Hello, it's me, your gun.
He actually does get bored when you're not killing people. Can I do an impression of both Nolan and Batman's, the animated series, Arkham series Batman? Oh, that would be cool.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do. That defines me.
Welcome to Shankland. Kill them all.
Now, before I get started, let me try and see if I can do the Nolan Batman real quick. Clear my throat there, pardon me. It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know that there's plenty wrong with me.
I might go back to my punching build again.
Finally, freaking action.
Nothing nothing to it.
Oh, you're tough. Sprinkle nails in your ice cream, tough. After this is over, I might have a position for you. Depends on what happens to Holder. Find Holder's cell. It's gotta be close. We're on the blood path now.
He really likes singing that, doesn't he?
Have to talk, face to face. Otherwise, the finger bites and the shanks are on the blood path.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
Not good taste in weaponry, kiddo, I'll give you that.
Or that whole interaction with Batman versus Mr. Freeze. Have you ever seen a flower die? To watch something so beautiful, so full of life, collapse. This is not a good time to push me, Victor. How are you feeling, Batman? You look unwell.
Come get some.
The antidote. Give it to me. I'm afraid I can't do that, Batman. You have given your last order. This is not a time for negotiations.
Wake him up.
Today's not a good day to push me,
I
Victor.
must speak to Holder, face to face.
Something's not right.
Not him. I know every scar on Holder's body. Tricky bastards, these shanks. Look around.
Man, I'm even a hot piece of ass as a gun. I mean, look at these mammals. Damn.
Knew it. That must lead to Holder. Well done. I'll get the gang together. A welcome party. We're on the blood path now, my buddy.
You know, why are you making your sound? Mr. Rogers in Borderlands, imagine it. It's a beautiful day in the Borderlands, a beautiful day for a border. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I've never met another Vault Hunter quite like you. So many guns and so much gear to share with you. Won't you please?
He's one of the best.
Won't you
We're gonna own
please?
this whole joint someday.
Please, won't you be my killer?
Wait 1 second.
Shank! I'm glad they fixed hollow points, so now headshots will make people explode.
A hole in your head. On the house.
Yo, Bradley Style, what's going on? Oh, you want to use fast guns?
You're a killer, I get it. You know, the Shanks could use someone like you. Come here.
You look familiar. Didn't I just rescue you from a cell, but your body was a different shade? I feel like I have.
Who the hell are you?
Are you Holder? Ramsden sent me to free you.
Ramsden? You're working for No Fingers Ramsden? As in, he eats his enemies' fingers for freaking fun? The Shanks have been hiding me from that animal, and now you've led him right to me! I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man! Better kiss my fingers goodbye! Unless... Yeah, you're a killer, right? Keep that guy away from my fingers, and I'll make it worth your while.
Knocky knock, let me in, Vault Hunter. Holder stole my favorite gun and left the biters. I need to speak with my good buddy and set things straight.
Don't do it! He's a monster! He'll stab you in the back! Protect me, and I'll give you my personal shield.
Just open the door and I'll chew that gun from his hot, tasty fingers and give it to you.
Stay away from me, you crazy bastard!
Holder, buddy, pal. It's time we had a face-to-face.
Stay on your turf, Ramsden! You stay on your turf and I'll stay on mine!
Nah, buddy, that's not how it works. We're on the blood path now. Oh yeah, we're on the blood path now.
I like my fingers!
I'm sure you do, buddy. Thing is, I like them too. We're on the blood path now.
Yes, all right. We can do this. Get ready.
Moving on.
Endless explosion! Torg would be proud! Yo, Psycho Ghost Rider!
You went up against No Fingers Ramsden and lived. I can respect that. Here's my shield, as promised. Now get the hell out of Shankland. We've got to rebuild, in case the biters come to avenge Ramsden.
Oh yeah, the ogre is a monster. It's a flat-out monster! Alright, how much farther are we? Oh, we've pretty much explored all this area. The only place left is all of here. And all of here, we can of course go to the beginning and teleport there and then go to explore there. But we still got that Typhon log and we got that radio to go over. And then this map should be finished. But here's another thing that actually popped into my head. I know I use Hannibal Lecter as an example of why arguments against the Joker movie are unfounded and stupid. But here's another one. The Purge movies. A movie where it praises the thoughts of senseless killing and violence and says that it actually helps improve America. And no one boycotted for those films to not be shown. They say like, oh, well, it's kind of an out there film, but yeah, you know, go ahead and see it if you want to. Didn't get in as big an uproar as Joker did, so I feel like people are kind of being hypocritical and, you know, biased. So if you ever get people who say, don't see Joker because it's going to incite violence, just literally show them Hannibal's movies and his TV show, and the Purge movies as well. Hopefully that'll shut them up if they're not dense. Would Yoshikage Kira get along well with the Blood Path guy? Yes, as long as he gave him like multiple ladies that he can always get like what was it, a right hand from? I'm pretty sure Yoshikage Kira would probably tolerate him. But if he got on his nerves, he'd probably use Killer Queen to... Well, yeah, Killer Queen to just pretty much kill him. and anyone else that got on his nerves.
Yeah, I could use some practice. I'll scare 'em up.
Don't forget the Purge TV series. Wait, there's an actual TV series? There's an actual TV series that centers around the United States celebrating a time where people get to pretty much do any crime they want to for 24 hours with absolutely no repercussions, even if it means leaving people without families or whatever. And they have and people have a problem with Joker? Like Jacob said, people be wilding out here all the way in America for no apparent reason. Yeah, I might go back to using melee again. Because I like punching people. Plus, it's less bullets used.
Getting hot out here.
Perhaps you should blow some steam, Bennett. Alright, so the Typhon log is up there, but getting up there has not really worked out for me, so I need to figure out how to get up there. It's a seasonal miniseries on the USA Network. It's in its third season. Good lord. And people have a problem with Joker. People are stupid. We're gonna boycott this film about a clown who has a mental illness who kills people. But we're not gonna say anything about a TV show that literally celebrates killing people. I sense stupidity. Okay, seriously, how am I supposed to get up there to get this Typhon log? Do I need to... Wait a minute. What? What? That small little piece was what I was supposed to use to climb. How are you supposed to tell?
See, they were keeping old Aslan in solitary confinement. Aslan, he's all chained up. You bring the ham, he asks. I nod. So he says, thanks to Leon. For what, I ask. He smiles. Then suddenly, the whole prison goes dark. Alarm starts screaming, gunfire. Aslan pushes me down, grabs a Vakuvian ham right off my back and starts running, knocking guards out cold with my ham. Man, is there anything ham can't do?
It can't speed up the time that Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate or Pirate Warriors 4 will release. That's the only thing I feel like Vakuvian ham can't do. Aslan as in lying? Oh no, not that one, because he's not being voiced by Liam Neeson. But now let's make our way towards this radio tower. Let's check the challenges. Crimson Radio, 1 here. Dead Claptrap is here somewhere. 2 Dead Claptraps are here somewhere. Target of Opportunity, eliminate the Sky Bullies. Kill targets for 0 on Atlas's Most Wanted. And there's another dead drop from Typhon somewhere. Well, I gotta find the rest of his Typhon logs first.
Hey, what do you say we find a Hyperion constructor and get me out of this gun, huh? Wait, I'll give you... Don't... Wallet on me. Alright, you know what, let's just stick with the gun for now. We'll put a pin in that.
I'm not gonna put you in a constructor for you to try and kill me later.
Twin God!
Your twin gods are dead.
Who's next?
Ooh, a radio. ogre is literally ridiculous. Claptrap or Blade Wolf? Which bot would you most likely to have as a friend or backup? Blade Wolf.
It's on now.
Because Claptrap isn't the same Claptrap from the pre-sequel where he could actually use guns.
It's my suffering! The pool of life is here! The bird
Didn't even get to say anything. I don't feel bad. But he didn't get to say anything. How far am I? How far did you just put me? Okay. Okay, we're close. That's better than being all the way out there. But we gotta climb all the way up there in order to get to it. I'm busy! Stop shooting!
But she lives on in all our hearts as a symbol of our holy purpose. We must redouble our efforts, brothers and sisters. Never give up. Never relent in the fight against the vault thieves. It's what she would have wanted.
This Gadflow plan has made the top 5 offerings for the past 3 months. We could wrap the moon of Elvis in the blade skins they've sent us. That's a lot of skin.
Are you hungry? Tired? Lonely, seeking a higher purpose? Let me tell you about the Twin Gods. They have a plan for each and every one of us, and that plan includes eating food regularly. All you have to do is dedicate yourself, body and mind, to the cause of the Calypsos, and the family will happily accept you. You don't feel alone anymore. You don't have to feel sad or hopeless. Give your life purpose. Join the COV today.
The God Queen is dead, but she lives on in all our hearts as a symbol of our holy purpose. We must redouble our efforts, brothers and sisters. Never give up. Never relent in the fight against the vault thieves. It's what she would have wanted.
That was music to my ears, Vault Hunter. Play it again sometime, would you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Alright, let's explore every portion of this map, even if it's just like a small portion. Okay, so we still got one Typhon log left, so more than likely it'll probably be in this whole area here. Or in here, and we could possibly find those missing claptraps along the way. So all in all, everything is kind of working out for us overall. Let's just kill the boss in here. He's probably not going to drop any legendaries for us, and even if he does, it's going to be severely underleveled. One thing doesn't get about Tyreen, she's a siren, but why would she call herself a god queen when she hasn't even reached god status yet? Hubris! Which is pretty much the downfall of every major villain in Borderlands. They think themselves untouchable. And, like, every major villain in Borderlands has always been ridiculously cocky, thinking that they're above everyone else. When you're a siren with a... Well, she also had a bit of a god complex as well. Because being a siren means she's one of the most powerful beings in the universe overall. But... Yeah, we've seen how that worked out. So that's the problem with Tyreen right there. Alright, so we killed. There is nothing left in here. Or we could go into his back room, see if there's any iridium for us in there. Then we'll make our way to the other rooms that we have yet to explore. Check the chest. Nothing of any consequence here. Not even like an iridium stack or anything. Alright, let's teleport back near the beginning. No, I would have to run all the way over. I probably should have explored this when I was doing that side mission. I'm willing to run all the way back there, but I'm going to teleport to the other one because that's closer, because then I'll just be running way too far. Even though I'm kind of running kind of far right now. On your third character, working on Zane. Nice, man. Well, I got no choice but to teleport over there now because it won't even let me go out of the hole. Okay, so we just have to run from the beginning. Zane's pretty cool. I'm still working on modes because I just want to use her mech all the time. Which is why I'm glad I got the skills that make it so that her action skills cool down well, that makes all action skill cooldowns cool down faster when my shields are full. Plus, whenever I get Guardian ranks, if I get action skill cooldown perks, I want to keep increasing that until her 120 cooldown gets turned down extremely low. Alright, it's time to use a different gun. I've been using this anger management gun for a while. Let's use the E-Gon, which is a clear reference to the Ghostbusters. Do, re, mi. Do, re, E-Gon. We don't even need to stay here. Let's just keep pressing forward. I'm pretty sure I'd be moving ridiculously fast if I was using Zane, since he has so many skills that are geared towards moving fast.
Well played.
Am I close? Am I close? Yes, I am, and I completely passed over that whole spot right there! And I feel like we may run into the enemies of Zero in here. Ah, we got a Typhon log.
So Aslan makes his escape through the sewer, and I almost catch the bastard. Then he turns into a dead end. This pipe with a big waterfall. End of the line, Aslan, I say. To Leon, you know what your problem is? He shouts back. You're too nice. Thanks for the ham. Then he jumps into a lake of poop water. Well, I let him go. Life's too short to hold a grudge, you know. Plus, I ain't a fan of poop water. Though it does exfoliate the skin.
I don't intend to ever wonder how he knows that.
Says there are only 3 things harder than Verkuvian ham. Diamond boron, the unidentified element that composes a vault key, and sitting through your friend's amateur stand-up comedy routine. Right, loot cache.
That I feel like that your friend's amateur I feel like your friend's amateur comedy routine is by far one of the hardest things you can sit through, especially if they're not funny. Good lord, can that be extremely hard.
Enemy ahead. I am the greatest.
Have I seen the reboot? You mean the all-female Ghostbusters movie? No, I haven't. I got common sense. I got far better things to tribute my brain cells to. And I know everyone loves to hate that movie, but there's a reason why everyone loves to hate it, because it's bad. And then you're gonna drag Ernie Hudson in there. This doesn't look foreboding. Yeah, this doesn't look foreboding at all. Why does this look so creepy? This looks like a boss room. But there's no one here. That concerns me. There is no one here, and that concerns me. Yet this looks like something that I'm supposed to fight something or somebody in. But all these loot chests are here. Welcome back, Wolf Boy. And of course all these things are going to be under my level since I'm not playing through Mayhem, because I just want to breeze through these side quests. So I can start playing as other characters. But there was nothing of any consequence in there. How far are we from that zone? Not too far. We can actually go back over there. Oh, thank you for that ledge grab. Because it could have ended very badly. Feel like a claptrap may be in here. Nope, but there is Iridian writing.
Reveal your secrets, crystals.
Who just leaves the washer on with all this stuff in there? Like, I'm gonna wash my bullets.
The vaults operate as self-contained prisons. The Guardians have no need to serve as jailkeepers, only as sentinels at the walls. Why then bring them so close to consciousness? What purpose has a thinking spear?
So we're getting like previous sirens, or like the Siren Queen's own recollection of how what the destroyer is, how Pandora was created to contain the destroyer. Just so much lore. But we have already explored. Oh snap, Yongya's got a new video that just popped up. Bethesda officially retracts cosmetic-only microtransaction promise for Fallout 76 in disgraceful statement. I actually want to read this. I'm not going to watch him, I just want to get the link to it so I can actually read it out for myself. Cause, oh, this is going to be good. Hold on, let me see. Alright. Oh, it's a long one. Well, it's not really a long one. Okay, let's see. News Wastelanders New Wastelanders release date, Private Worlds, The Atomic Shop, and more. This is coming from the Bethesda official page. As we approach the 1-year anniversary of the launch of Fallout 76, we wanted to take a moment to talk about Wastelanders, provide an update on a few areas of the game, and share why we're so optimistic about the future. You're crazily optimistic about a severely broken game. At least Hello Games managed to bring it in. When Hello Games is able to go from rock bottom and go as far as it is right now, higher than Bethesda, a AAA gaming publishing company, then you might be doing something wrong. Wastelanders. We've been hard at work on Fallout 76 this year, including our biggest free update yet, Wastelanders. We're excited about how Wastelanders is coming together, but it's going to need more time to be the best, most polished update it can be. So we are delaying its release. Should have did that with the entire game. We're delaying its release to the first quarter of next year. We've continued to reevaluate and change our processes to make sure the work we're doing hits our quality bar and yours. You kinda miss that when you release Fallout 76 as it was. So, I don't know how high your quality bar is, but you kinda haven't been hitting it where you need to. Or anyone else's for that matter. Yeah, I'm gonna come down hard on Bethesda because they know better. If you created Skyrim, as buggy as it is, it was still a great game. How are you gonna go backwards with Fallout 76? It's sad. We apologize for this delay, but know it will be worth the extra time. Wastelanders is turning out to be one of the largest expansions we've ever done, and it changes the entire world with human NPCs returning. We'll be sharing more details over time, but here's a first look at some of what's to come in Wastelanders. And they got screenshots, they got people that look like Desdemona, zones and NPCs, and some long-armed looking freak show creature. Alright, Private Worlds coming soon. We're happy to announce our work on the service for private servers is complete and will be launching next week. The ability to play in your own private world with your friends has been the #1 community requested feature, and we're thrilled it's finally coming. Almost a year after release. Our goal for players who purchase this... Wait, purchase? Purchase? Wait. Private service is not an option. It's not a free option. You got to buy the option to have a private server? Our goal is for players who purchase this service is to offer something for everyone, not just those who want a private server. Additionally, in the future, you'll be able to mod your world. Stay tuned for more information on the service in the coming days. Oh, this is a service. This isn't free service. This is paid service. So you have Adventure, Private World, and Nuclear Winter. Challenges, Atoms, the Atomic Shop, and you. Oh, I think this is where things are going to get juicy. We love that there are so many types of players within Fallout 76, and one of our primary goals is to reward everyone no matter how you play. Sorry if I'm taking a while to read through this, but I feel like this needs to be addressed right now on how oblivious certain game companies can be. And one of our primary goals is to reward everyone no matter how you play, except for people who pay for stuff. Then we kind of award them better looking stuff. This includes our approach to earning atoms through challenges and the types of items to unlock with them in the Atomic Shop. Our approach to these items at launch was to keep them purely cosmetic. But after looking at all the data, it became clear that to consistently deliver content that keeps Fallout 76 fresh and exciting for all, we needed to rethink our approach to the Atomic Shop. We found that just having only cosmetic items wasn't bringing up enough cash, so we're coming up with ways to make game-altering items available in the Atomic Shop so more people can pay for it. No longer do we have only cosmetic stuff. You know, that duffel bag that looked better than that stupid nylon trash bag? Well, now that's not the only thing you're going to get in the atomic shop, because now we're completely lying and going back on our word in order to get people to buy stuff in our game. That's pretty much what they're saying right now. People aren't buying enough stuff on the atomic shop, so we're going to put more stuff in the atomic shop other than cosmetic items so people can buy it. While we had many ideas on what to add to the atomic shop, one of the ways was a direct result of the community's feedback. You're completely missing the point here! You just said before the game even released that cosmetics was the only thing that was going to be in your atomic shop. I am pretty sure no one in your community was saying, we want more than just cosmetic items, because we know that's how you keep the favor of your players. We want to have game-altering items such as repair kits to repair our items, scrap kits, the collectron station, and a working refrigerator to store food, that we can use items we either earn very few from challenges, or just buy outright in the shop. Literally pay to have a leg up in the game. They completely did a 180, and now they're making it so that the atomic shop will have more items in there because apparently people are not buying enough stuff. Let's just call it what it is. This is greed right here. They're trying to make the atomic shop have more stuff in it other than cosmetic items because people are not buying enough from it. There is literally no purpose and no reason to alter your statement of saying we're only going to have cosmetic only stuff in our game if you truly meant it. And if you truly didn't see a need to try and push for people to buy stuff from your atomic shop. Let's just call this what this is. This is nothing but blatant greed, and they think that we're dumb enough to fall for this. While we had many ideas on what to add to the atomic shop, one of the ways was a direct result of the community's feedback. That's lies. That's lies, because I'm pretty sure there's fewer than 100 people that are saying, I wish I had something that made it so that I didn't have to really play your game all that often, or something that I can buy instead of earning it in game. Other than just buying clothes, I feel like less than 100 people actually want something other than only cosmetic stuff in your atomic shop. I feel they're lying here. We heard from many of you who wanted items with some real utility. No. Put the stuff in the game and we don't have to buy it. Why would I buy a refrigerator to store food when that should be an option in the game itself? Why would I spend money, atoms, to pay for something that can repair my weapons when it's something that can be in the game? Why would I pay for a collectron station, something that I'm assuming I can just have go out and collect materials for me, when it's something I can earn in game? There is no legitimate reason for this to be in the game. I honestly, you guys, all of you who are listening to me right now, tell me what you guys think. This doesn't sound even remotely plausible in any way. There's literally no reason to have any of these things in your shop if they can just be in the game, other than trying to get people to buy them and pay for them. Because if the intent is just, well, we want to make it easier for players, then just put it in the game and don't make us pay for it with atoms. Because from what I understand, these are limited items that you have to literally pay for with atoms. Like, I don't know, can you have a refrigerator in Fallout 76 without having to pay for it from the atom shop? Because if you can't, then this is pretty much what they're doing. Let's give them the only option to store their food outside of the game, but the only way they can do it is if they buy stuff from our shop. Wait, can I still be heard? I hope my mic didn't cut out again. I'm gonna go through here because we still got more to read. Oh, we're not done. We're not done. I just want to get through here so I'm not just, you know, staring at a map screen. But we got more to read. We definitely got more to read. Good Lord. But let me know what you guys think of what I've been saying so far. Like, does Bethesda think that we are so oblivious and so stupid that we're just gonna go along with this? Like, this isn't gonna get backlash whatsoever? I may not be a gaming journalist like Angry Joe or Young, yeah, but I know when I see predatory practices being had. You are fully capable. You're making some great points. Seriously, okay. Then I know my mic is working fine. And since we're in a nice calm area where Tiny Tina used to be, we can now continue. And the Typhon Law, the Typhon dead drop is over here. Let me just go over to where this dead drop is. And then we'll continue. Hey, legendary. Fire Sale, Ginormous, Bangarang, Extra Large. Too bad it's low ranking for me. Alright, let's continue where we left off here. We heard from many of you who wanted items with some real utility. Starting in April, we began adding items such as repair kits, something that anything that alters the game, anything that alters a game, and you have to pay money for it, is pay to win. If you are buying something in a game that gives you an edge, that is a pay to win mechanic. If you buy something in a game that gives you an edge over, someone who doesn't buy something, that is a pay to win mechanic. Began adding items such as repair kits, scrap kits, the Collectron Station, and a working refrigerator. These have since become the most popular category in the item shop. Yes, because you don't make it available in your main game, and it gives people a leg up to survive more in Fallout 76 because they can't really earn a refrigerator or Collectron Station in the game. As far as I know, I'll look it up just to be sure. But I highly doubt that they would allow you to earn this thing in-game without you having to pay for it, because otherwise these things wouldn't be in the item shop if it wasn't already in the game. These have since become the most popular category in the item shop. That's because you built the game around them. We're also still working on all the previously announced items and new cosmetic categories, which are going to become secondary now, because now you're making it so that there are literally advantages that people are going to be able to buy in the item shop. And people are going to prioritize that over your cosmetics. So you constantly adding cosmetic as an option in your item shop no longer is relevant anymore. Because now you're basically saying that all of your item shop items are mainly going to have stuff that'll give people a leg up. Sure, cosmetic options are there, but they're secondary compared to being able to, keep food stored, or be able to scrap weapons, or be able to repair weapons. That's going to be prioritized. That's where all your money making is going to go into. And you know this, and that's why you put it in there. We want to create an item shop experience where players feel good about spending their hard-earned items. Okay, so you mean the items that, sure, you can do challenges, but that takes time. And you know for a fact that there are people out there that would rather buy something or pay a couple of dollars, $5, $7, $10 for a couple of extra items and save on time. They know full well that there are people out there that would rather buy the option to get all these items rather than...
What happened to that documentary crew that was following me? Oof, probably nothing good.
They know full well that there are people out there that would literally spend real money to get more items just so they can get these pay-to-win mechanics rather than go through challenges and fully earn the points necessary to buy them. And the thing is, I know for a fact that the challenges don't reward you enough items where you can actually consistently go to the item shop and spend them. I feel like, and I haven't even played the game. I haven't played the game. I don't own the game. I played the beta, and I completely canceled my pre-order after seeing how boring it was. But knowing what I know about games that have pay-to-win mechanics in them and how the currency that are also linked to pay to win. Knowing that, I know for the fact that challenges are so seldom in how scringy and how stingy they give you atoms. I feel like the challenges themselves don't give you enough to spend on at least maybe 1 or 2 items from a single challenge. Barely even enough for maybe 1 item. So I know they know that there are people out there who are not going to do the challenges, who see it as a waste of time and will rather spend money. So for them to say, we want to create an atomic shop experience where people feel good about spending their hard-earned atoms, they're really saying we want to create an atom shop where we know people are going to spend money there, but we're not going to openly say it. Hard-earned atoms. Right. I'm going to look up... actually, you know what? Let me see. I am actually going to look up Fallout 76 challenges. I want to see what the payout for atoms are in... Oh, thank you, Fallout Wiki, for listing these things. Every 24 hours in real time, 5 daily challenges are selected from the list below. These challenges are the same for all players each day. Alright, so we got Collect Caps, which has a payout from 10 to 40. The highest reward a person can get is 40 atoms. 40 atoms. Now, I'm going to pull up Fallout 76 Atomic Shop items. Let's see how much the average item in the Atomic Shop is. Thank you, Bethesda, for having a website that'll actually show all these things to me. Where is the price? Aha! So, 40 atoms is the average payout for completing one challenge. And these challenges are repeatable every 7 real days. There are weekly challenges and there's daily challenges. Some of which you can only earn once, like reaching level 6, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15, 20, 30, 25, 30 and 20, 20, 25, and 30. Then they go up from 35, 40, all the way up to level 70. And it gives you a perk card pack, which, whatever. But the only thing that gives you... Oh, okay. Survival. Acquire a disease. Acquire different kinds of diseases, and you need to acquire several different types, at least 22 different diseases, in order to get 80 atoms. Now, mind you, I'm looking through the list here, and a lot of these items would require you to beat these challenges multiple times. Because in this list from Fallout sales, their weekly sales that is currently going on this week, Atomic Shop, October 15th, their top items is 40 scrap kits that costs 1,000 atoms. State of the Free bundle, 1,200 atoms. Black Rider Power Armor Skin, 1,400 atoms. Pale Rider Power Armor Skin, 1,400. Plague Rider, 1,400. War Rider, so essentially the Riders of the Apocalypse skins for your armor sets for whatever reason. And these are skins and shotgun paints, with the lowest ranking one of these just being 500. Now, mind you, these challenges can only be completed like once per day. And that takes time to do. Earning 22 different diseases for your character would take time. Then you have different ones that you need to collect nuked flora, and here's the thing, it tells you how much you have to do. Acquire 1 disease, you get a 3 disease cure. Acquire different kinds of diseases, 22, you get 80 atoms. You have to pick 76 nuked flora flowers in order to get 80 atoms if it's a daily challenge. Collect 76 purified waters for 40 atoms. Collect brew teas and drinks 76 times in order to get 20 atoms. Collect 7,600 pieces of wood for 40 atoms. I'm looking at all of these. Learn cooking recipes. You have to learn 76 cooking recipes in order to get 80 atoms. I'm looking at all this stuff. This stuff is ridiculous. Craft or scrapped 76 pieces of power armor for 80 atoms. Craft or scrap blunt weapons and bladed weapons and blunt melee weapons for 80 atoms. You got to do that 76 times a piece. Good lord, this is ridiculous. Craft or scrapped 76 shotguns. Destroy robots with black powder guns 1,000 times. Destroy robots with a hammer 1,001 times. Destroy robots with a heavy gun 1,011 times. Destroy robots with a laser gun 1,101 times. And all of these get you 80 atoms. Do you know how much time you would have to spend doing all this just to earn 80 measly atoms? The time invested that you have to do that to earn enough to get a skin, a 500 pack skin for yourself. And that's just one of the lower tiers. And they have sales where the lowest ranking item is a Flora photo frame set. A photo frame set. And one of their highest items are the Horsemen of the Apocalypse skins for your armor, for your power armor. That's 1,400 apiece. So you would have to do these challenges several times over in order to get at least close to one skin. But back to what they're saying about the item shop, because we are not done yet. To make the system more fun and engaging for all players, we plan on reworking parts of the challenge and reward system next year to be clearer, more fun, and more impactful for all types of players. After all the people have spent money buying items in our item shop, we're going to make it easier for other people next year. So all that we did, for all the challenges that people did the year before, people who started out the year after, they're going to have an easier time. So all that time you spent spending money in our atomic shop, well, there you go. Of course, players can also buy atoms. Yep, there it is. And we're careful with everything we add to not upset the game's balance. You kind of upset the game's balance when you made it so you could buy game-aiding items in the game, instead of making it so that we could aid these things. I'm sorry if I spent so much time talking about this. Let me get moving again. But they really kind of shot themselves in their own foot with this statement. We're being careful we're being careful with everything we add to not upset the game's balance, other than the stuff that we added to upset the game's balance. Our main objective is to avoid a situation where players can spend money to gain a competitive advantage or make the game worse for other players. Oh my goodness, they literally are so oblivious they didn't just notice what they did. Our main objective is to avoid a situation where players can spend money to gain a competitive advantage or make the game worse for other players. You literally just added the option to have multiple stacks of scrap kits and recycle kits and refrigerators that give people an advantage over other people who are barely, like, say for instance, you're playing with two of your friends, and one of your friends buys these scrap kits, whereas you don't have any, you barely have any, and if they allow you to earn some in-game, you don't have enough where it can last you a long time. Well, your friend has the luxury of being able to proceed ahead of you without having to worry about his gun malfunctioning, because he's able to repair them quite easily. And you don't have enough scrap kits to get rid of stuff you have on you, so now you got to carry around all this gear you have because you can't scrap it on demand, and you don't have an available desk where you can scrap them at. So now you're forced to either carry the weapons with you or drop them, some particular that you may not even want to get rid of. And your friend who has all these scrap kits now, they're now able to proceed forward because they can scrap it whenever they want to and they don't need to worry, therefore having a significant advantage over you. And let's say, for instance, that they actually bought these kits. Let's say, for instance, that this friend bought these kits with money from the Atom shop. And they literally just wrote out on their page, our main objective is to avoid a situation where players can spend money to gain a competitive advantage or make the game worse for other players. Even more so, we want systems that allow players who do choose to buy atoms to make the game better for others, not just themselves. You got selfish people out there in the world, Bethesda. Not everyone's going to want to share their scrap kits. With these principles in mind, we make careful decisions about the items we offer to keep it fair for everyone. Right, okay. Remainder of 2019 and beyond. We still have a few more updates coming in 2019, including previously announced fixes to the existing game, and quality of life improvements many of you have requested. We hope the extra time on Wastelanders will allow us to deliver many of these fixes this year. We are also still working on new events, the legendary player system, a public test server, perk loadouts, and so much more to come. Thank you all again for your incredible support of our studio and Fallout 76. This year has been a rewarding journey for us, and your love of the game has pushed us to do everything we can to make it better and better. We love hearing your stories like the Amazing Wasteland Doctor, the Love Hotel, the Brahmin Death Trap, and so many more. We love seeing what you create with photo mode, our current favorite being the album cover art show. We hope you're as excited as we are for everything coming. We're doing it all to ensure Fallout 76 remains vibrant and growing for years to come. Thank you, Bethesda Game Studios. Oh my goodness. I have never heard such a load of crockery, of tomfoolery, such foolishness. And like I said, I may not be as articulate as Young Yeah, because he's a professional at what he does. So he can word his stuff a lot better than me, but even I can see how blatantly stupid this sounds. Not only that, but the fact that they still lied. We're only gonna have cosmetic-only microtransactions in our game. Here we have an article saying that we're... It's damage control, pure and simple. Yeah, it's like people who don't give any review copies for their horrible game until, like, the day of, because they don't want anyone to say anything, or they don't add microtransactions at launch, they add it in later. That's how they've been getting past the ESRB. Because the ESRB, from what we've seen, they don't actually... They allow gaming companies to make videos of things that are in their game, and if the gaming company themselves don't want something shown in their video in order to get a certain rating for the game, they won't show it, and the ESRB will allow them to pass it. Like, they won't give it much thought. They'll just say, okay, is this what's in your game? Yes. Okay. It's, wow. Wow, I'm so glad I never gave this game a chance. I'd rather give Black Desert a chance. And I didn't, and I was actually, when I played through the demo of it, I was very, very tired. So I couldn't give it my best representation, but Black Desert is far more entertaining to me, and I only played like the trial version. But wow. Bethesda, how far have you fallen? And since we're on the topic of talking about games with intrusive microtransactions and just being all around bad, who was not surprised that Ghost Recon Breakpoint would not get as much attention as they were hoping? Because, seriously, have y'all seen, like, I've seen Angry Joe's review of it, and it's fully warranted, because I feel like there's more content in their microtransactions than in the actual game itself, it would appear. The fact that you can go from the beginning of the game, cheese the last boss, and beat him at the beginning of the game, I feel like that is very poor design, because then, what else other reason is to play the game? I mean, sure, you can do side missions, but there's no more narrative, because if you can take out the boss within the beginning of the game, there's literally nothing to drive you, story-wise and narrative-wise, playing the game any further. Then, not to mention that they just completely microtransaction the entire game out the woodworks, from buying guns, to buying gun parts, to buying weapons, different types of armor, different types of gear, time savers. We don't want you to play our game as long, so just in case you don't wanna, we got these little options here for you that make it so that you don't have to play our game as long. Literally the exact opposite of what you want a person you want to play their game to say. No one wants to say, we want you to play our game less, so let's give you the option to do so. That's the literal opposite of a game having longevity. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm ranting right now, but when Young Yeah put that up, I just had to see that for myself, and it's just as ridiculous. I can't wait to see his opinion on it. Ah, here we are. We're here. We're here where we need to be. I hope I didn't bore you guys by reading through that, but as a fellow gamer, I may not be like a news-based type of channel, but I feel like it's also my civic duty as a fellow gamer as well to keep people informed of things that are going on. And overall, I feel that's stupid. The whole route they're going with is stupid. They don't need to go through this route because it's stupid. But like I said, Bethesda has fallen very, very, very far.
This goes to crack.
But that's just my own opinion. Like I said, sorry if I've been talking your ears off about this, but I just wanted to get my 2 cents on it. It's disappointing, and it's actually putting me off from buying another Bethesda game. There's a whole room in there. Let's check in here. There might be a... Is that a claptrap? That looks like a claptrap. Is that a claptrap? That's a claptrap!
Junked! In the prime of his life! It's not
No, it's all good. Okay. But still.
I haven't seen one since my mohawk on Liarsburg. Yeah, I was pretty punk rock back then.
So, giving Claptrap the mohawk in Borderlands 2 is canon. Giving Hammerlock the hair is non-canon. Alright, that's an easy way in and out. But wow. I'm so glad I never gave the game a chance. Now here's the thing, I know people still play Fallout 76. That's on them. That they can do whatever they want. I'm just never gonna play it. Have you ever played any of the Zone of the Enders games before? I have not, though I've seen them everywhere. But I've never played it.
Shooting flying tinks is just like dealing with heights. Breathe and don't look down.
Yep, this is where they are. Well, it's only fair that we use a sniper rifle, even though I rarely use sniper rifles with Amara since it's not her specialty. Gonna have to chunk you, you're far too weak to be here. Where is my... Well, I got the Lyuda. That'll work. The Lyuda will work. Thought I saw something. Sky Bully. Come on, walk outside. He's not gonna make it. Fun game. They're also made by Hideo Kojima. Well, that's definitely got my attention. Anything based off of anything Hideo Kojima related deserves attention. Sit down, boy.
I am friggin' invincible!
If you're just using your jetpacks as jump jets, that's not smart.
Now, their wings have been clipped.
At least use them to fly around and, you know, keep my aim off. They're just using it just to jump around, and they're not really jetpacks, are they? Just jump jets, like jump troopers. And was there any iridium that dropped down there? Yes, it was. Alright, looking at this map now, let's check our challenges. There's still one claptrap out here somewhere. I don't know where he could be, but apparently he's somewhere. Could he be underground? Could that be it? We'll find out. I want to at least clear this place. Then we'll move on to another. Or I might keep it relatively short today. And then kind of extend it a little bit tomorrow, since I'm off tomorrow. And I'll definitely be up so we can actually do a longer stream next time. I'm still going to work on getting past all these side missions so I can actually start playing as other players. I kind of want to play as Flak because I really want to find out how good his critical game is. Aha, knew I could get there. Nothing of interest for me. Alright, where's the entrance? Am I getting turned around in here? It's right up there, and I just fell off the side. I'm kind of making this harder on myself. That's all that is. Zone of the Enders is a game, series, and anime with orbital frames. I'll definitely look into it. I wonder if they got any versions on the PS4. If they do, they may very well look into it.
Monty, it's Clay. What the hell time is it, you slick bastard?
Late enough for this to be the kind of news that'll keep you up until morning.
Shoot.
Listen, some of my old crew tipped me off to a gathering of sorts in the Anvil. Figured I'd swing by and see what trouble they were brewing. Turns out, they're part of that cult I was telling you about.
A lot of them?
Enough, and growing by the day. Apparently the Calypsos have been telling these dumb bastards you've been holding out on them, that you've been coveting the riches of the Eden Vault for yourself.
A heaping sorry and turd, that's what that is.
But don't I know it? But what they don't know could fill a black hole. Look, if you got a friend or two, might be time to make the call, Monty, just in case.
Pretty sure we can find this claptrap later. This sounds like a real song, and yet at the same time doesn't. But let's see if that claptrap is down there in that area. If it isn't, I'll just find it later. And we'll try and knock out some of these quests that are still in Sanctuary. No, the claptrap's not in here. Oh, speaking of frames, I didn't catch the dev stream because I was asleep during the time it was going on, but the most recent dev stream gave a little preview of Grendel, the new eating frame that is pretty much friends to Gauss, and yeah, he's essentially Kirby and Pac-Man rolled into one. Like, he can roll into a little ball and just bowl over enemies, or he can just eat enemies and just suck them up into his stomach and either consume them like Kirby to gain like boosted health, boosted energy, or he can spit them out like a little blast. They had an HD re-release of the first two on PS4, or was it just Zone of Enders 2 Second Runner? I don't know off the top of my head. I do know, but yeah, concerning Grendel, that's his name. I'm definitely gonna get him because he looks like a fun frame to have. Just because I feel like Hydron is a part of the map on Sedna in Warframe, where people usually go to level up their frames. They usually stay for 10 or maybe 20 rounds. But I feel like there's going to be a squad full of Grendels just rolling all over the place, or just inhaling all the enemies and just eating them like Pac-Man. Like, you probably won't even need to shoot, you'll just have to aim where the enemies are and just suck them into a lot of "get in my belly" memes are gonna happen as soon as this dude releases. Now, let's look at this map. Where haven't I been already? Because I feel like I've been in every corner of this map. Save for the edges of this zone, but I feel... I don't know. Let's go back near the start and see if we can't find the claptrap near the entrance of this area, then oh well. I'm gonna need to get myself something to drink here in a minute. Don't wanna... knock my throat and nose out of whack. Because apparently, for some odd reason, talking for a long time somehow makes your nose kind of stuffy for some odd reason. I don't know how. I don't know how that works, but it does. It's odd. Very odd. Is there a claptrap up here? No, there isn't. Proper hydration is important. Yep. Which is why, as soon as this stream is over, I'm gonna get myself a nice, cool bottle of water. A nice, cool water. I think I just got the reference of this place's name. I never paid attention to it, but it just dawned on me that this place is called West of Gross. Like Westeros. Hector's Lament. There's nothing down there. West of Gross. So, if this is supposed to be like Westeros, this kind of reminds me of the chamber where Daenerys chained up Viserion and the other one in. Oh, that might be my ticket of actually getting up there, so it might actually be up there. I failed. I really hope the claptrap's up here. My window's still open, and I saw someone's headlights come up to my window, so it put some shadows up there, and I got really concerned. But I'm good. I'm good. Everything's straight. There's no claptrap up here, though. And I'm surprised there aren't any, like, dragons or any creatures that are coming out of here. Because it looks like they should be. But I'm not seeing any other claptraps around here. Unless I'm missing it completely. I'm seeing nothing. Nope, I've already pilfered this place already. There is nothing here. Now that Drac has made a grand appearance in Death Battle, what other Castlevania series characters would be great combatants and against whom? Actually a good question. Well, I wouldn't add Soma Cruz because he's technically the reincarnation of Dracula, and that would kind of just be redundant and adding the same thing over again. But I don't know. Maybe have we had a Belmont already? It's been a while since I've been keeping up to date on what Belmont's been in what death battles, so I might.
Yeah, I could use the practice.
Doing some bullshit.
Down you go!
Look around on the potential that I could see a claptrap nearby. I might as well just look it up and see if I can find it. Let me see. Alright, dead claptrap, the anvil. Okay, target, dead claptrap. Okay, we already got the one that's over here. Dead claptrap is in here. It's just really off to the side of this main area here. Thank you, map.
I didn't know claptraps could drown. Now I have an entirely new set of fears. Thanks! With that new paint job, no one will confuse my friend for me. Friend or not, no one steals my spotlight and lives to tell the tale. No one!
Sounded very threatening there for a second there, Clappy. But that means that all challenges are done for the anvil. And we still, well, it says there's still 2 more for the anvil, even though we've pretty much did everything. So, I don't know what they want from me. Oh well. Let me see what you guys just said. I don't think they ever had a Belmont in Death Battle. Perhaps they could do like they did with Mega Man and have a Belmont free-for-all? Possibly. I mean, all Belmonts have been strong enough to take on Dracula, so it would be interesting to see which Belmont is the strongest. A Belmont beatdown, if you will. Floating Tomb is done. Black Barrel Cellars, Ambermire, Voracious Canopy, Jacob's Estate, The Anvil, Floodmore Basin. My thing is, I'm kind of trying to get all the claptraps just so I can not have to worry about searching for them anymore. Covenant Pass, 5 of 6. But what about it has challenges in it? Then we got the droughts. Still missing a dead claptrap here. Okay, I definitely need to find this one because not knowing where this one is annoyed me the last time I was actually trying to find it. So I gotta find it now. Alright, let's see. Alright, dead claptrap is one that's here. Other dead claptrap is... Huh. Right there. No, not Sanctuary, you idiot. Trying to get all these claptraps. Don't think, I'm guessing that either Julius, Richter, Trevor, or maybe even the OG Leon would be the most powerful or versatile. But that's the thing. They would have to put it to a test. Simon is the most popular, but not necessarily the most powerful. And Simon Belmont's the same one that, no, Trevor Belmont is the one that's in the Netflix series, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, such a good series. I might have to look through that again, just to see just how good it actually is. And map. Wow, it was sitting right here the whole time.
That claptrap died trying to slide across a car hood. Didn't know you could screw that up so bad. Ooh, he had a high-end aftermarket motor. Good find.
Stronger together.
Chubby? Hey, I think that was my first chubby enemy. There's just something about face palming your enemy into giblets. Alright, this time, officially, we're gonna go through and make sure that there aren't any claptraps left. I want to be completely clear of claptraps on Pandora. Completely. I didn't dedicate enough time to this last time. Hijack target, retrieve the outrunner's zip wheels. Okay, all claptraps have been gained here. And Devil's Razor. Okay, Splinterlands, what about them? Okay, there's one dead claptrap here in the Splinterlands, so we need to go there and find it. Alright, let me pull up that map so I can find out where it is. Thank you, Polygon. If you have one good use, then it's showing me where these claptraps are. Alright, dead claptrap is in this area that I never been to. Yes, it was Trevor. I and many others love that they included a track or two in the last few episodes of the last season's finale. Oh, I forget the name of the song. The theme that plays when Alucard and the rest of them start fighting everyone in the front of the castle, in the lobby of the castle, and it just goes ever epic as soon as Alucard just says, "Begin." It's awesome. It's kind of that Netflix. It's because of that Netflix series that I kind of wanted to make a Dracula-based character on Code Vein. Because since you're essentially vampires in that game, I kind of wanted to build around that. Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Ah, looks like we got some new stuff on this ride. Might as well take this to Ellie. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Wait! That's a new one! Kill enemies in a technical. I don't think I ever seen this giant ant, spider ant before. That thing is massive. And how did my own ride just blow up like that all of a sudden? Literally no need for that to happen. But let me put this at a catch a ride real quick before I lose it. Then we'll go get that dead claptrap. New parts.
Whoever stuffed this guy into a tire must have hated claptraps. So we've narrowed the suspect list down to all of Pandora. With that wheel, my new friend will be able to dance like a graceful gazelle if gazelles walked on a single wheel.
Does Code Vein have fireball or small meteor throwing abilities, teleportation, or shape-shifting in the game? Your coat can transform into either two dog heads, or like a scorpion-like tail, or your hand will turn into a giant claw, or your cape will turn into like a bed of spikes that can either impale, maim, or just rip through your enemies. You have abilities. You have blood codes that give you abilities that let you actually throw small fireballs out, or like one massive fireball out. And they got one move where you can basically dash forward in mist form. So, yeah, they basically do kind of have some Dracula-style Alucard moves. Now, they don't have like a massive meteor that Dracula used when he was saying, "I am Vlad Dracula Tepish, and I have had enough!" And he just sends a giant meteor down the hallway. I have yet to see that, but I feel like it's in there. The only downside to Code Vein is that they all want you to be like anime teens. You can't have any facial hair whatsoever. So you can't have a goatee with a slight mustache and long hair just like Dracula, because otherwise people would be dressing them up just like that. But we got our dead claptrap, so onwards to the next zone. There's a dead claptrap here in Carnivora, so let's... Oh, snap, I went away from the stream. Let's find the one for Carnivora. Dead claptrap is all the way... here, it would look like. Right, you still can't fast travel when you're inside of a vehicle for some odd reason. And I think after this, once we get this claptrap, I think I may draw to a close here for today. And we might continue on with another game sometime tomorrow. I still got a haircut to get. Haven't exactly been able to go where I've wanted ever since the accident happened. So getting my hair cut is top priority. Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite Dracula quotes. Do you see that? That's the Rackman symbol. Oh, they thought I wasn't gonna notice that. Yo, you know what that means? It means that Rackman... Yo! Hey, so, you guys remember when I came here before and we went inside, essentially, the Batcave and no one was there? I feel like since the symbol's there, I feel like he's there now. So, let's actually see if we can find him. Not now. Oh, not now. We can see Rackman.
Down you go.
Oh, let's go find Rackman.
Is it getting warmer? Is it just me?
He is Scratch Throat. He is the Pants. He is Rackman. We'll find this claptrap along the way, but priority is seeing where Rackman lives. Okay, so the claptrap should be right here.
Not today.
When you can go full auto with a sniper rifle, something should tell you that this is probably not your best idea. And this means that he was over in the reverse direction. Where's that Rackman symbol? Is it still up there somewhere? I mean, still got that up there permanently. Nope, no, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Feeding time.
Kill the false siren!
Yep, it's underneath. I knew there was a secondary level around here.
This is great. We make a great pair. Which is to say, yeah, I'm great. You look great.
It's a mercenary day miracle! Except for that guy. With those RGB LEDs, my friend will finally be as beautiful on the outside as I am on the inside.
So that's the dead claptrap for Carnivora.
Stop shooting at me.
I ain't shoot.
You're super invited.
Come at me, posers!
Thanks, Shitflake, for showing us your hashtag
I got the wedge! For the jump! Grenade out!
I'm just running straight there. Come on, Rackman. Where's that symbol? Okay, I gotta hurry because it's becoming daytime. Hopefully I can make it in time while the symbol's still up. Riding this thing reminds me of the sounds that a pod racer would make.
I love it.
Let me up! Let me up! Okay, can I get to it? Can I get to it? If the symbol's still out, then it means he must be here. There he is! It's Rackman! He throws out rackarangs.
I'm ready for a fight.
Ooh, what does he drop?
Waste of my time.
Pouncing Night Flyer. I have one rule. Oh yeah, this is definitely a Batman reference. Alright, let's check this weapon out. Now, of course, it's ridiculously weak. Because I didn't take him on, like, on Mayhem 3, and then... Wait! I have one rule. Is this gun not capable of killing people? Because the only way that... Because it just said that they were immune. Does this gun make it so that you can't actually kill people with this? A literal gun where you can't kill with bullets? The only way that those rack actually died is if I used... if it's because of my skill that causes my element, my action skill element, to deal damage as well as bullet damage. Is this a Batman? This is a true Batman gun. Alright, Carnivora is done. What about Guts of Carnivora? Is there a dead claptrap in here? We already got it. Conrad's Hold. Is there a dead claptrap here? We already got that one. Since Dante already made his Death Battle debut, I'm still hoping for Virgil, Nero, or maybe even V to be featured. It'd be nice. Well, we did have Virgil versus Sephiroth. No challenges here. Sandblast Scar. Cathedral of the Twin Gods. We already got that. Dead Claptrap. Great Vault we already got. Destroyer's Rift. What challenges are here? Nothing, it seems. Yet it's saying that I'm missing one. I'm missing something from here. Oh well. So that's basically all the claptraps here on this planet. There are no more claptraps on Pandora. which means the next place would be Promethea, and that has far less places. And there's a dead claptrap here. Plus there's some missions here. So yeah, we're done getting all the dead claptraps on Pandora. So before I leave though, I want to test this gun out. Does this gun truly make it so that you can't kill enemies with it? I gotta test this out. Because I know my status effect chance is going to be what kills them. But if we see us, if it shoots the gun and that there's no visible damage and it actually makes them immune, save for my status effect damage, then yeah, you could. I wonder how viable this gun is. Can someone play with the Night Flyer completely through Borderlands? Using nothing but the Night Flyer? Alright. So we got regular burst fire. It's still the same regardless of which way you change it. Let's give it a try. And if it does what I think it does, then I call this entire stream a win. But let's try it out. I might go back to using just straight up melee, because that was fun, just punching people. Status effect damage is nice, but until they increase the level cap, it still feels a little bit too limiting though. Alright, got a tink there. You can damage them, but you cannot deliver the finishing blow. Status effect damage is the only thing that can actually kill them, but you cannot. Anything else is just. Yeah, you can't kill with this gun. You cannot kill with this gun. That is so cool. If I didn't have my status effect coming out of my bullets, then they would not be getting hurt at all. I would have to find another way to beat them. Oh, this is a good way to go for a melee only build. Just use the pouncing Night Flyer and melee, and that's it. Sure, you can damage them all the way down to like 1 HP left and then finish them off with melee. That is actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that concept.
You're gonna get hurt!
Because you see that, all that immune, you can't damage them anymore. They're only dying because my after effects are affecting them all.
Let me smell ya! It's the gate! Open! Die, dummy!
See? You cannot kill with this gun. No matter which mode you switch it in.
Well played!
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I really do. But now that that's been sorted out, it means that this is where I'm going to be ending it here for today, folks. We've had a very intriguing... Where did I actually come from? Upstairs. Okay, there we go. Because I'm not going to stay here. I'm more than likely going to go back to Sanctuary and then put my melee build back up. I might use this gun because it's not particularly strong. But the fact that all I have to do is just use this weapon, get them down to 1 HP, and then just melee them, I can go. That would be a true melee only build, and I actually like that concept. But let's actually go to Sanctuary. Whew. Started streaming 2 hours ago. Huh. It feels like I've been streaming for longer, but I actually haven't, so that's something. Overall, a possibility of a less than lethal Borderlands run. Seriously, I had no idea this gun was a thing in the game. I immediately, had I not checked for Rackman because I remember that symbol, we probably never would have found that guy, found Rackman, and probably would have never gotten his legendary, and I wouldn't be running around with a legendary gun that cannot kill people, save for melee hits. So you Creature of the night. Where's the light for the helmet? I'm trying to find it so it can light her head up as well. Can you think of any possible opponents for Nero or V? V versus Psy. They both can summon creatures. Psy summons them from his Super Beast Scroll, and V can summon them however he summons them. Where's that skin I had that made things glow, kinda? That might actually work. Behold the power of one-punch skeletons! And before we go, let's check on Claptrap and see just how far his friend is progressing. Because I feel like we don't have that many Claptrap parts left.
Don't shoot! I mean, hey.
Okay, his friend is actually standing up now.
Speech adapter makes me feel as free as a bird. My voice is a flame yearning to be free. My circuits are boundless waves cascading to the shores of your ears.
Wow, Veronica, you're like a poet now. My poetry protocols malfunctioned beyond repair years ago. But that doesn't stop me from being as eloquent as a rack hive.
Or something.
Let's keep the bear up there. We still got more parts for her that we need to find for Veronica. So that's going along nicely.
The universe is saved, thanks to us, recruit. I just wish Lilith were here to celebrate this victory with us.
Why'd you gotta end it like that, Claptrap?
Hey there, sugar boots.
And how many people have we taken out for 0? Wow, we only have 2 people left for 0. Kill on sight, kill on sight. Who is this?
Hello.
Baron Noggin, location Meridian Metroplex. Hey, that's where we gotta go next anyway, so I'm pretty sure we'll be looking for him there. And Skywell 27, Handsome Jackie. Hey, all of these places are on Promethea, so we're pretty much gonna be able to clear all of these things out for Zero the next time we continue playing.
Everyone get all weird about my hands. Who needs a pinky?
They get all weird about your hands because we don't know if you're human or not, Zero.
TTYL.
Later, Zero. But, yeah, we got a little bit more to go. We still got some side missions, but taking care of all these dead claptraps and all these other side things for Zero and everything, it's working out quite nicely, I gotta say. And I like how far we've been going. Once the stream is over, I'm gonna reset it, set my skills back to melee only, and, you know, get back to punching people, because I actually had more fun punching people more than anything else. So that'll probably be, I'll just pull up that one Eric's gaming video, so that way I could pull up the build that he actually used, that I use. Hellboy and Kylo Ren are still my top choices for Nero. I have to think of any others. What about Scar or King Bradley from Fullmetal Alchemist? Whom could they go up against? King Bradley versus Virgil. They're both very precise when they fight, and they both don't do more than they have to when it comes to fighting. They have an elegant way and graceful way of fighting, yet they always go for the quick kill as quickly as possible. So since they like to end things with the least bit of movement with the most amount of effect, I feel like their fight could go on for a while. Scar most likely will probably go up against Dante. But those are my choices. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here for today, folks. I'm going to get myself something to drink and maybe something to munch on. With that being said, it has been an honor to be your YouTuber. Thank you for continuously supporting this channel, whether through your viewership, your likes, your comments, or through other means, whether, you know, with all the options I now have access to after being a fully full-fledged 1,000 sub YouTuber. I thank you all for taking the time to see me out today. It's truly an honor for me to be able to do this. Ever since my recovery, I am eager to keep doing this, and I'm happy that I'm able to do it with full use of all of my limbs and no mental problems whatsoever. I am truly blessed to be able to do this. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for coming out to see me today. With that being said, hope you all enjoyed. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!